This is my SIG P320 M17, and I've been carrying this for about 2 years, and if you're already subscribed and watched the channel, which you should be, then you'll know that I'm swapping this out for a different carry firearm due to the recent controversy and everything going on with the P320 platform. But I haven't fully decided on what I'll be doing with this gun until now, which is going to be holding on to it. I will not be selling this gun for a few reasons. Starting off, I don't think anyone else should own this firearm due to what's ongoing. If I go ahead, give this into a shop, firstly, they're probably going to give me pennies on the dollar, right? So I'll make back maybe half of what I paid for this, which was full MSRP of $650. New Jersey prices, I know, but it did come with Remax. And then they're going to give it to who knows who, someone that might be a complete amateur, that might not know anything about guns because they're going to give it to them at a good price or something like that. Who knows what they're going to do with it. Not everyone is as informed about this kind of stuff as we are. People that are actively looking at news, especially on YouTube or other platforms, that just know what's going on with these guns, which really sucks for the general public because they might know until weeks later. I actually had a phone call last week. Someone called me up and like, hey, what's going on with the P320? You know, I just got one. And like, well, we talked about that for quite a while. But either way, I don't think anyone, especially new to firearms, should be purchasing a P320 right now. So I don't want to sell it and give it to a shop that might do that in the near future. Besides for that, I love this gun. I have a lot of sentimental value with it, and so I don't want to actually get rid of it, but at the same time, I'm not comfortable carrying it. And while I could use it in the range just for fun, just downrange, I don't want to do that necessarily either. So what I actually plan to do is get a Flux Raider kit and turn it into a PCC. If you don't know, I'm in New Jersey, which already sucks for gun laws, but the good news is that a Flux Raider would actually not change what this firearm is. It still stays as a pistol, and all it's doing is changing out the grip module over here, because the actual firearm right inside of a P320 is the serialized fire control unit on the inside of here, which you can take out and put it into any different grip unit. For example, this is the Wilson Combat Grip. It's not the one that originally comes on this gun. And so I can take out the FCU and put it into the Flux Raider kit, which turns this into a PCC setup due to having the brace on the back and just allowing for a couple of other mods and other accessories to be had with it. It gives you a very, very different type of firearm and use case with very different controls as well, which is very interesting. In terms of what I can use that for concealed carry, I don't know of a holster that would fit on me personally, but maybe inside of a backpack. If anyone knows of a good holster recommendation for the Flux Raider for a backpack, please let me know down in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. Unfortunately, I couldn't have this as a truck gun or a car gun because the firearm, even if you're a concealed carry holder in New Jersey, needs to be on your person. That means physically on you. It can't be in the glove box or a different part of the vehicle. It has to be attached to your person at all times. Now, a backpack would work, but it does have to also be holstered inside of said backpack. That's why I'm looking for something like this. I currently don't own a PCC at this time, and so doing this swap will not only give me a PCC in my collection, also not getting rid of my SIG, and effectively a PCC for about $400 is not a huge loss, right? If I was going to go and spend that same $400 on a PCC, I could find something, but this way I'm already using pieces in my collection as well as magazines and attachments. So at the end of the day, I would prefer doing something like that. There's also always the chance of somebody, whether it's SIG or a different company, creating a fix, recall, whatever it's going to be for the P320. If that does happen, either they issue replacements or they come out with a fixed fire control unit or some kind of fix I can make to the fire control unit to fix the firearm, then of course I would be interested in doing that as well. And this way it's not going into someone's hands that wouldn't know how to either make that change or wouldn't find out about it. Now on this firearm, I also have the TLR1HL, which I would take off and put onto my new carry gun, whatever that's going to be. And I also have the Romeo X Red Dot, which I actually really, really like. And of course I got it because of the built-in irons, which on the M17 model, you have to take off in order to put on an optic, which really sucks. I'm going to probably put this on my new EDC gun, even though there's going to be double irons. That's okay. And it should have a low sitting height on whichever gun that is. It is a Delta Point footprint, which I don't know what I'll find that's going to have that. That's going to be my new EDC gun, but we'll see. Either way, I'm excited about doing that. And the Flux Raider kit has a Picatinny rail on the top. So putting optics on that, which I already have a few from CB Life, which they've sent to me. So I'll be able to mount those onto the Flux Raider and be able to repurpose the attachments on this gun. Once converted to a PCC, I will be keeping the firearm in condition 3, which means there will not be any round in the chamber whatsoever. And the firearm will be completely safe from an uncommanded discharge. Even if it fell off a desk or something like that, if there's no round in the chamber, even if the gun wouldn't be drop safe, it cannot happen because there's nothing to shoot. There's nothing in the chamber. So eliminating that risk. And the only time that this firearm will be loaded is if it is pointing already downrange, which you would do with a PCC anyhow, as well as in the condition I might need to use it for home defense. Then I can always pick it up, then load the chamber, and then do whatever I have to do to take care of business. So I'd love to hear, what do you guys think of this plan with my P320? What are you considering doing with your own if you still have one? Are you carrying it? Are you planning on doing a similar conversion? Are you planning on selling it? Did you already sell it? I'd love to hear all those things down in the comments below just to see what the public opinion is of this firearm and this plan as well. So let me know. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're interested in what's going to happen with this gun in the future or anything else New Jersey gun related, self-defense, all that good stuff. Hope to see you in a future video.